Hello, my wonderful Geminis. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay, guys, so we have the card Chaos, Upheaval, Disaster, Downfall. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I almost called you guys Scorpio. Doesn't have to be the case for all of you. There could be something that happened very recently between you and this individual that you feel like you were not prepared for. So something that feels very, very unexpected. And I feel like this is someone who's facing like an internal battle, whether it's they're like going back and forth between what to do next or how to solve something, or there's a situation, right, that they're revisiting that is causing them to feel like, how do I come back from this, or how do I reverse the effects of this? It says disaster too. So this situation could feel very difficult where it's like, okay, they're trying to find a solution for something and they're like, okay, well, that feels impossible. Or so much has happened between the both of you where they're not really sure where to start, right? Even if they want to pick up the broken pieces and fix it, they're not really sure where to start. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Queen of Cups. It almost seems to me, Gemini, that you have someone here who wants you to sympathize with them, or they want you to hear their perspective or their side on things. With the Four of Pentacles energy, I mean, it could be someone who's currently withdrawn, or they're holding on to your energy, but they're remaining held back. But Four of Pentacles boils down to, structure, stability. So with the Queen of Cups, they do feel this emotional connection with you, but they may feel like there's something in this connection that never really felt stable. They may even feel like you guys had some sort of a false start here. Okay. I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Nine of Swords. They're really stressed out. Thinking about you or thinking about the situation with you, this connection here is causing them to feel very anxious. Nine of Swords could be an energy of like overthinking, overanalyzing, possibly even to the point where you're talking yourself out of doing something. So it could be that they want to find a solution or reach out to you or act on their emotions, but there's a lot of overthinking going on. I also feel like with the Nine of Swords, it could even be something in particular that you communicated to this person that they're, revisiting or thinking about, but it's causing them to feel, again, stressed out or very, very anxious here. I also feel, in terms of how they're viewing you or the situation with you, like, yes, it could be very complicated, but it feels more complex in their mind. Or the fact that they're overthinking a situation, right? It's almost like overcomplicating it in their mind. Again, I'm not taking away from how difficult this dynamic or situation may be in the current moment, but Nine of Swords could sometimes be when you're feeding into negative thoughts, or the thoughts, yes, you could be thinking certain things, but it doesn't mean that they're true. So there could be some sort of illusions or something that you're just constantly telling yourself, so you're beginning to believe it. So again, this person could be telling themselves something or thinking something over and over again, and even if it's not the truth, they're starting to believe it here. But this is a week where they're feeling very anxious, stressed out, and worried when they think of you or the situation with you. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles followed by the World's card in the challenge position. For some of you, this could be a long distance union. Okay. Or there could be some sort of physical distance between the both of you, even if it's for the time being, like if this person travels for work or that sort of thing. But with the Seven of Pentacles and the World card, that's like wanting a cycle to close out or feeling ready for some sort of a change. But with the Seven of Pentacles, feeling like there's also a very stagnant energy here. They're wanting a change in the situation, Gemini, but Seven of Pentacles is really observing, right? A connection in this case and saying, is this going to be worth the investment for the both of us moving forward? Or has too much occurred where we need to let this go and let this cycle close out? It's obviously easier said than done because this person is stressed out or they are still feeling connected to you. But they're trying to be realistic in terms of, should we continue investing here or should we let each other go, even if it feels difficult to do so? And Seven of Pentacles is also, observing your investment. So they do feel like there's quite a bit that you guys have attained together, but they're also seeing where there's room for improvement. How are you viewing them? The Knight of Wands. Someone who has been very wishy-washy with you. I do feel like you view this person as very passionate or someone who has, who gives you like a very exciting kind of feeling while you connect with them. But maybe exciting is not enough and you're wanting something more. Or maybe you like the excitement, but you would also like some sort of structure here. We did see the Four of Pentacles as we open the spread. But you're definitely viewing this person as, inconsistent or someone who makes, very impulsive decisions. They do things without thinking about the future repercussions of them. I will say you're very attracted to this person, but you could be trying to figure out, is that enough though? Right? Yes, there's passion. Yes, there's attraction. Yes, there's excitement. But if there's a lack of stability and it's someone who's inconsistent with me, am I really willing to put up with, A, B, and C? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands in your feelings and the Knight of Cups. Some of you really want to express how you feel to this person, right? Even if it's something that you're not fond of, even if it is some sort of anger that you're, feeling or sorrow. And this could also be like an incoming message, but you may be kind of wondering why now, or there's something about it that feels very surface level. Because you do have someone here who's wanting to communicate with you, but it's also someone who doesn't really know how to maneuver through these emotions, or they're not really navigating the situation in the best way. The Magician and the Queen of Wands. Some of you feel like you need to make a head over heart decision here. This could be a very intense connection also, Gemini. What I can tell in your feelings is, yes, it could be a very intense connection. Maybe you feel like you haven't felt this deeply towards, anyone else. And there could be something that feels very special about this connection. But I will say that there's inconsistency here or something that you're just not willing to deal with. It could even be a lack of trust. You could be viewing this person as someone who opens up to you, but only to an extent. And the Queen of Wands and the Magician is also giving me a strong energy of you having more control or power in this situation than you think you do. So it's not in a way where, you're wanting to control this person or anything like that. But I am strongly getting that this could be a week where you're feeling very defeated, or you feel like I don't know what to do next, but you do. Or it could be a very difficult decision, right? But there is a solution that you have. And I don't feel like this is a solution that is being handed to you through someone else. It's something that you already know. So like you may already know what to do in this situation, but maybe you're having a hard time taking the necessary steps, or you're just kind of like going through the emotions here. But even if a situation is causing you to feel very defeated, I do see you have more control or power to change that than you think you do. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands clarifying the Seven of Pentacles and the Star card, World card. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah. I'm strongly getting someone who does want to heal things with you, or they're, desiring a new beginning, but they're also, the reason why these cards are coming up in the challenge position is a part of them knows that that's not realistic, or a part of them is wondering, if we speak again, if we come to, a solution, is that actually going to, change the trajectory of the bond moving forward, or are we just going to end up at square one? So this could be someone that you have a lot of history with, or there's like a consistent pattern that occurs in this connection where this person's like, is that going to happen again? Things could have progressed between the both of you in a similar manner for quite some time, where it's like, okay, well, is that going to happen again? Or how do I know that this time around things are going to be different? This is someone who has a lot of love for you. The star card is usually, something that feels very rare, very special. So this person could be comparing the connection that they have with you to other connections. There could be just something that feels very, very different about you and the way that they connect with you. And the star card could also be like a very hopeful energy. Like, I hope we can work things out, but I'm uncertain, or I'm not sure. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor in their feelings. Someone who wants to take control or take accountability here with the Emperor, but with the Two of Pentacles, it's a bit of a back and forth energy, or there's something that they're currently, juggling or going back and forth between. So it's like they're trying to make a firm decision, or that is their end goal, but in the current moment, they're still deciding, or they're weighing the pros and cons of the situation here. And the reason why they're doing that is because it feels very difficult for them to completely let go, because their emotions are involved. They feel it's hard for them to give up on something that they've invested, their time and energy into. This is someone who feels like you guys have attained quite a bit together. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, Scorpion energy with the Tower card, and we have the Moon card, Piscean energy. There could have been, a very unexpected incident, but there was it was followed by silence. So instead of communicating, or instead of having a conversation, whether it's a case of ghosting, or someone just choosing not to, or to someone choosing to resort to silent treatment here. But they feel like there's a lot that's in the unknown. There's a lot that they want to communicate to you. And they are having a wake-up call. With the Tower card, it could be something that they're waking up to, right? Whether it's clarity about the situation, whether something is making sense to them now, having like a full circle moment. And we also have the Emperor here, right, guys? So like, this is someone with the Emperor and the Tower. It's like waking up to what they need to do, whether it's take accountability, whether it's, if I want something to change, then I need to be the one to do something. It's feeling unable to run from or avoid something that they have been avoiding for quite some time. Okay, the Wheel and the Seven of Swords and the potential outcome. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. I think the silence is going to continue. And if you're conversing with this person and it's inconsistent, it could be that the inconsistency is going to continue. The reason being is with the Wheel of Fortune, as well as, it's being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. There is a desire for change, but there's a very stagnant energy, or someone is taking their time with, taking the necessary steps towards creating that change. But then we also have the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. So there's something here that is not being brought to the forefront, or something that this person is struggling to communicate to you. Seven of Swords could be dishonesty, or it could also be read as like strategic behavior, where it's like they're waiting for the right time, or they're waiting for, kind of things to settle, or they're waiting for things to settle before they, come in and test the waters here. There's definitely some sort of strategy behind their communication. But I do see that if you are in like a no contact situation with this person, the silence could be continuing for some time. I don't really see this as a fast moving energy. It's not to say that they don't want to change, or things won't change between the both of you, but I don't really see that in the near future here, in the potential outcome. With the Knight of Pentacles, as well as the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords, I'm strongly getting some, an energy of like needing to trust your intuition, or needing to trust a sign that you're persistently, that is, persistently being presented to you. Whether it's a red flag, whether it's just a sign that you're receiving about this person, whether it's a gut feeling that's telling you that someone is not being completely open with you, I am getting something about needing to trust your gut, or a sign that's being presented to you. So let's see what this person wants to communicate. I love you unconditionally. And like I said, the emotions are definitely still involved, because even though they're going back and forth, they're not completely detaching here, or they're having a hard time doing so. I wish things could be different. Okay. Anything else? I feel the sexual tension. And I did say there's like a lot of attraction here, a lot of passion. Anything else? I look for you everywhere. Yeah, I'm strongly getting an energy of someone who does feel connected to you. And there is a lot of, attraction and passion, but there's a question of, is that going to be enough to keep this connection going? Or do I want something more? So there may be an important decision for you to make this week as well. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.